welcome everybody to the one and only Sammy's and Beer podcast, live here on this wacky Wednesday.
I was going to say the same thing.
It's great that you all decided to join us. We're so happy that you were here. We weren't live tonight, but here we are. We had change of plans, change of life, whatever. Enjoy it while you can get it. You know?
Which this is for me. Friend's birthday. Kind of found out about it late. Going to eat Brazilian steakhouse meat. Have you been to one before?
I've been to a Brazilian steakhouse. I've gotten the meat sweats before.
That's what the plan is. Now I'm going to skip lunch.
I'd skip everything that day. Just fucking... Because they have the good stuff, too. They got lamb and sausages. And
they have a smoked salmon on like a board of wood.
Smoked salmon? I'd probably try that.
It's delicious. And their charcuterie is to die for.
I made the mistake the first time we went to... I've only been to one. And the first time they have like a huge salad bar, too.
That's how they get you.
And I went up and I'm like, oh, this stuff looks awesome. And it's a really fucking kick-ass salad bar.
What you can get...
mashed potatoes and all this other stuff. And then they started bringing meats out and I'm like, oh, this was a fucking mistake. I don't want any of that other stuff. I want fucking this meat.
You can go for just the salad bar, I think, for like $16.
Oh, I'd believe it.
And for lunch, it's cheaper. But yeah, I mean, it's not a bad... It's, for that price, for all you can eat, it's not a bad idea for a salad.
Well, but theirs isn't just a salad bar. Like, it's got, like, mashed potatoes and...
charcuterie and...
short ribs and, like, stuff that they can't bring out. Oh, yeah.
By the way, I'm embracing, I think... Because, you know, as men, we go through different phases of our life. Mm-hmm. I'm embracing 90s dad vibes because of the mustache.
And what does that mean?
So, like, the plain trainer sweaters, like, with nothing on them... New Balances. Gonna go pick up some New Balances.
See, I was actually gonna bring that up when I saw that you put on just a sweatshirt. I can't stand just sweatshirts.
Why not? What's wrong with it?
I own. There's nothing wrong with them. I just fucking hate them. Like, if I'm gonna have a sweatshirt, I want it as a hooded sweatshirt.
No.
Like, I feel that sweatshirt is like a fancy sweatshirt because it doesn't have a hood. My sweatshirt serves a purpose. I can put my hood up. I can be fucking low key. You know, I can do my thing.
If anything, seeing someone with a hood up makes me more alert to them.
Oh, of course. That's why people do it.
I guess so. So yeah,
Anytime you have something covering your head, people are more attuned to you.
That's fair. Or if you have weird hair.
You know? Oh yeah.
Oh, what's going on here? Oh.
Remember how we've talked about like people with different colored hair and we're like, oh, that's good. I don't want to talk to you. One of my sons has a friend who has like green hair and I'm like, he's like, can he come over this weekend? And I'm like, nah, I don't think so.
Nice, too gay. I just found out we can make clips now from YouTube.
Clits?
Yes. Actually, that's liberal propaganda. The clitoris isn't real. But we can make clips. It's like when someone asked me if I was bilingual. It's like, no, I'm straight. Thanks, but
I don't know what my language has anything to do with your fucking business. That's private.
But I can make clips now. Highlights from our videos. That's perfect. Awesome.
Sweet.
I synced it with some of my premium YouTube stuff from my own personal account to our account, so we get more.
You have YouTube Premium?
Oh, I've had it since it came out. Since it was YouTube Red.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
It's
probably the only ones because I've gotten 3 million questions. Would you like to upgrade to YouTube Premium? And I'm like, no.
See, but I got it when it first came out when I watched YouTube every day. And I watched movies on YouTube. So
I still don't watch YouTube.
It was good. I have it tied to a credit card. That was my first credit card that I'll never get rid of because it's my first credit card. It's a student credit card that pays itself automatically, and its max is $500. I just forget about it. It's laziness, really.
Well, but you're also just kind of wasting money then.
I mean, I use YouTube every day, still.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
For what?
For sleep.
Oh.
And my girlfriend really likes YouTube. She likes the reaction videos of, like, cops and killing people and stuff. It's awesome.
That just doesn't make sense to me. Like,
My dad's the same way.
that's such a generation thing. Like, your dad likes the reaction videos, or your dad doesn't understand watching YouTube?
He likes he's on YouTube right now. He watches videos of people getting jackpots on slot machines.
I watch a lot of those TikToks.
See, but he goes and looks for it, and then he'll watch like clips from shows that he's watched or clips from movies that he's watched that he's really enjoyed. It's like top 10 scenes, Watch Mojo, stuff like that. It just feeds into the nostalgia without him having to. Oh, so it's like top 10 scenes where a bully got fucked up, and it's like the top 10 movie scenes where they fucked up a bully, and most of them are pandering to like the 80s and 90s, and but for my dad, he doesn't have to go watch the whole movie to see this one scene. It's just right here in front of him, and he gets the same amount of dopamine from that.
See, I like to actually go and watch the whole movie. Like, I watch those clips on TikTok, and I'm like, ooh, I should go watch this movie, and then I go fucking try to find it.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, TikTok's gotten me into stuff that I wouldn't otherwise get into, which it's going away, I guess, eventually. I don't know.
I doubt it.
Me
It was
too.
supposed to go away like 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's what are they distracting us from? What's really going on?
I don't know. It's aliens, maybe? I doubt it. They told
probably
us
not.
about those, and we didn't really care.
No one gave a shit. Something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Whatever. Keep your kids home for the
Or
eclipse.
something has happened. When's the eclipse? You brought that up, and I'm like, I don't even know when this is.
April 8th, and you haven't gotten like those texts and stuff about it? Those public service
No.
announcements? And maybe it's not crossing over you guys then.
Probably not.
They told us to stock up on food, water, and gas, and like they encouraged schools to cancel school for the day
Why?
because the influx of people coming to watch the
Wait.
eclipse.
Oh. I was like, that's fucking weird.
So they say.
Maybe the mole people are gonna come up from underground.
We're already here.
I said mole.
Yeah. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth screening. Okay, whatever. It's fine.
Weird.
Stream status is poor, and I don't know why. Whatever. Fix it later. It's still streaming. It just says users might have to endure buffering as the show is live. Whatever.
I don't mind. Fuck them. They can buffer.
Fuck it. Fuck this pussy boy. Fuck it. Let's take a shot.
Okay. What you drinking today?
I still have the Yellowstone.
Sorry.
I mean, I only drink with you now. So I've had this bottle for a while, and I still have it for a while, and it's probably a good thing, realistically.
Maybe. Maybe it's a bad thing though. Maybe you'll probably drink tomorrow.
No,
No?
no,
Not even on?
no. I'm not gonna spend money at a place like that for booze.
I almost texted you last weekend. I kind of made a new Mexican friend.
What do I do?
And I was
What do
I was
say?
really unsure, so I was very unsure if he was actually like Mexican. I mean, he's got darker skin, but talked to him several times. And you want to know how I knew that he was like Mexican?
How?
So he's got 3 kids. And he tells me his one son, and he's talking about him. Guess what he called his first son?
Mijo?
Nope.
Pendejo? I don't know.
Nope. Junior.
That's not for sure.
Not for sure. It wasn't. You're right. It wasn't. It wasn't for sure. Then he named his second son. Guess what his second son's name was?
I swear to Christ. Is it Carlos? Oh.
Adrian.
Oh shit, he's Mexican as fuck.
That's what I said.
Oh yeah, no. That's a bean
Because
right
he's talking
there.
about him. He's like, yeah, Junior and Adrian. And I'm like, oh, you're fucking Mexican. All right, cool. We can be friends.
Do you not have a lot of those up there? Like, are they not just
What?
Mexicans?
No, we have a ton of them.
And you just now decided to make friends with one?
It was at state wrestling, and his daughter wrestles, and so she was out there, him and the whole family, and we were all together at the same hotel. We were sitting drinking beer and just,
Oh yeah.
you don't normally sit and just talk to somebody like that because there's a 9,000 other things going on, and we didn't have anything going on because it was nighttime, kids were getting ready, sleeping. We sat down by the pool and drank beer.
Did you buy beer or did you get beer at the hotel?
We bought beer and brought it.
That's the smart way
Actually,
to do it.
me and him walked across the street to the gas station and bought beer.
There you go.
Together.
There you go. Did you hold hands?
And I'm like, so I put his arm behind his back, kind of get it and pull his arm up on him. And he's like, ah! And I'm like, just got to say uncle and it'll be over. And he turns around and he goes, never! I stopped because I thought I was going to hurt him when we kept messing with each other.
You might
Because
have.
He refused to say uncle.
He was no bitch.
He did that when they were out wrestling. He wrestled the first kid that he wrestled. That kid ended up beating everybody else that he wrestled. He pinned everybody else that he wrestled at state except for my youngest. And he was beating the snot out of him on the mat. This kid was a very, very good wrestler, like way better than my son. Beating the snot out of him. Lincoln was on the ground crying, but didn't get pinned and didn't give up.
He didn't tap.
Didn't tap. Well, you can't tap. There's no tapping.
Oh. Well, still.
Tapping is you getting rolled over onto your back and letting them put you on your back and pin you. It's a simple process.
There's no.
And no, they can't do that. But this guy I think he got him on his back at one point, and Lincoln fought out of it. It was awesome.
That sounds pretty awesome.
He was in beast mode. Like I said, he lost. I know he lost, but the fact that this kid pinned everybody else except for him, I was damn proud.
Tenacity. It would have been cooler if that kid lost because he was gassed after that. Bet you he was gassed
I don't know.
after that.
The fact that he pinned everybody else, like even the guy who got second, he pinned in and I watched the guy who got second wrestle. He was pretty good too. Like they were well above the skill level of my son. Like,
I mean, it's his first year.
Well
it's his
above.
first few months,
Yeah,
actually.
These kids had been wrestling for several years. I mean, they knew what they were doing.
Which, okay, that
So.
makes sense.
I mean,
That's that at-home practice.
oh yeah. Well, just practicing in general, I mean, knowing the moves. I mean, just watching the differences from the kids of the beginning of the year to the end of the year, is huge.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Right.
just thinking where they're going to be at next year. And yeah, so.
I didn't do this last time, and I should have, so I got to do it this time because I owe it to them. This goes out to all the C5 pilots that came and picked us up from Arkansas, not last weekend, but the weekend before, and saved our asses. I appreciate you. Thank you for all that you do. I'd probably still be stuck in Arkansas right now if they didn't come and get us, so. Cheers. I just really want to take a shot.
You're good.
It was
I was
staring
getting
at me.
rambly.
It was staring at me. That's not great. You are right. That's not great.
I know.
Anyways, fun times, great times, happy times. I guess my internet's acting up. I'm not all glitchy for you though, am I?
No.
I think it's just I think it's something to do going on with OBS, but it'll be fine. It's still recording and uploading. It's just not streaming properly.
Whatever. Live on Twitch.
It's whatever. I am excited for a couple of things. By the way,
Oh. What are those couple of things? Like, I don't know what you're looking for.
I just realized the fan was moving. I was trying to hold still to make it seem like I glitched out. But the fans.
I knew you didn't.
Damn it. So I'm excited for some of the games that are coming out, some of the updates that are coming out. I'm excited to play games with you. My free time will increase exponentially coming here soon because our lovely egg is returning home. She's coming back to the nest, so I'll have more free time during the week. Thank God.
But aren't you going to keep working there full time?
There? No.
Oh, you're not? I thought you were.
The person who was going to leave didn't leave. So I had to find employment elsewhere.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
That's why I've been doing all this extra work in my unit to hopefully fill a slot this end of April.
Gotcha.
Boring work. But more free time, so can't complain.
You can, but whatever.
There is a movie that when it comes out, I know we were supposed to review a movie. I forgot to watch it. I was going to watch it tonight, that all this stuff happened. There is a movie I do want us to watch, and it's fresh and it's new. It hasn't come out yet. It's called Asphalt City. It's got the dude from Ready Player One and another Emmy Award winner. I can't remember his name right now. I can see his face. And it has Mike Tyson. And I want us to watch it. It's about a paramedic. It looks really fucking good.
Okay. We have to do Only the Brave first, though.
Yes, of course. Oh, I thought it was called Hot Shots.
Nope.
Oh.
Hot Shots is a movie with Charlie Sheen.
But it's about Hot Shots.
Yes.
Okay.
It's about Hot Shots.
I mean, might be why I'm thinking about it.
But it's called Only the Brave.
I'll fuck with it. It's just because it's Miles Teller. I can't say no.
I agree.
Yes. I completely lost all of my trains of thoughts and stuff. I really wish I had more free time because all the stuff that we used to do together we don't do anymore because we can't. Like play video game. You know how badly I want to play survival crafting video game right now?
Yeah.
We just don't have the time. We don't have the time.
We do not.
I want to take a day off of work
I do.
just to do it.
I have the time.
Bastard.
And I can take time off of work. I have like 135 hours of PTO.
Jesus Christ. It's pretty good. Because you use it during the holidays, don't you? But you didn't this year.
I can't use it during the holidays anymore with my new position.
Oh,
That's like
right.
a primary coverage time.
That's like half your job right there.
And then I hit my 5 years at my company, so my PTO went from accruing like 4.6 every 2 weeks to up to 6.5 every 2 weeks. So I'm actually accruing more.
A lot more.
And we get 6 hours or 6 days of float holidays because we don't get any of like the
for Juneteenth and
yeah, like instead of deciding like, okay, you get Juneteenth, you get this and this, they just said, all right, well, you get the 5 major holidays and then 6 of whatever holiday you want to take or however you want to do it. So basically we just get 6 extra PTO days. And so I've learned that those are take it or lose it days because if you don't use them, you lose them.
Yeah, use and
versus
lose.
my PTO will shuffle on to the next year and stuff, or carry over. So those are the first ones that I use every year, and I haven't taken a ton of PTO time.
We should do that. We should get a new game and take a day off of work.
Just one?
Just one.
Okay.
Like, yeah, we don't, because I can't sit in front, I'll be honest with you, I think I'm getting old. I cannot sit in front of my computer for prolonged periods of times anymore. Like, I get antsy, I get a headache. I think it'd be a really cool thing to do. Either to play a new game or to go back into an old game that we really liked. Like, I redid my Gears of War playthrough with my buddy at work. That was some of the most fun I've had playing a video game in a long time.
Nice.
And, like, it's not I mean, they're good games, but the gameplay sucks, right? Like,
Well, we tried to go through back and play, what was it? Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Yes, that was
Oh.
that was a little rough.
That was so bad.
Thank God it was free.
Graphics on that were so bad. Like, I just did the starting scene, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do this.
And
I'm
it
not
used to be
playing this.
peak. It used to be peak.
Oh, yeah.
entertainment.
I got it when it was peak. Like, I started playing it because I was playing with my group of Xbox people, and we started playing that together. And whew,
I want to get into an MMO too. Is the bad thing, but
Yeah.
I just can't. I won't have the time. I won't have the money. That's a lot of money. There's something about a subscription for me for a game that I don't like.
yeah.
I've never liked that. Even I'll pay for a battle pass any day of the week. I don't care. I'll pay for a battle pass. But a subscription? Nah. You tell me I can't play after I stop paying this subscription? Pass.
Right? It's weird that they've done that because there's only, I mean, it's really only MMOs that do that, isn't it? Are there any
Yes.
other games that have a subscription?
No. Not even a little bit.
And I think there's only, how many of them have it? There's like Final Fantasy. I never played any.
Final Fantasy
so-
does. World of Warcraft does.
I knew World of Warcraft did.
If other ones do, I don't know them. I know some have like premium. Like you can still play the game at its base, but if you want to play and get extra stuff, you get the premium, which is what Star Wars did. Because Star Wars used to
Yeah.
have the subscription. I know a lot of ones that do that. Guild Wars even. Well, Guild Wars actually doesn't do that. You just buy the new expansion for $30. That's it.
That's the craziest part is like you have to pay the monthly subscription, but then also if you want to do the, like when they put out expansions and stuff, they're not included. Like you still have to go buy the expansion.
Now, I will say, so I talked to my girlfriend's brother about this because he's a very big World of Warcraft player. And if you play enough, you can earn enough gold to buy the stuff. So he said it's really not even that tough. There are plenty of people who play enough that haven't spent a dime on World of Warcraft in years.
They've just spent
All their time.
life.
Yeah.
They've
I'd
just
rather
spent their life on it.
I'd rather go to work.
I'll be honest. I used to be very, anti-spending money on games like battle passes and I always thought it was smart, but then it was an article that I read where the one person, they're like, I grinded for 30 hours, I finally got this gear and everything, and like, oh, that's really cool, that's awesome. And then all of a sudden they click on it and they come back and they've got all their new shiny gear and all this stuff, and they're like, where the hell did you get that? I bought it. Oh, you bought it? Oh, you're one of those people. And they're like, yeah, I come here to have fun and relax and enjoy myself. I work 40 hours a week, so I don't have time to do that. So spending some of that hard-earned money that I got on something I enjoy is what I'm going to do.
I know exactly what article you're referring to.
Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense. I can understand that.
Especially-
I feel,
Especially when it was cheap to do that.
yeah.
When it was like $5. I'll spend fucking $5. Like, that's fine.
The one that gets me is like the kids that do have the time and they just use their parents' money to do it. But what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
I never understood that, but I love geese, so I say it a lot.
You
Oh!
know what a gander is, right?
No.
You don't know what a gander is?
No.
Why don't you Google gander real
Hold
quick?
on. Oh, no, this is gonna derail us.
Google gander.
Oh, an email from the VA. Gander. The male goose. Oh, what's good for... Okay.
What's good for the female is good for the male.
Yeah, that makes sense. That
Like-
makes a lot of sense now. Yeah. No. Yeah.
That's... You really like goose and you know all about their fucking cloacias. But you don't know what a male goose is called?
Fair. So,
Like-
I have an idea for you. Do your kids love queso?
Not really.
Really?
They fucking think it's too spicy.
Oh, fuck me. Never mind.
Why?
I tried a new recipe out for the boys yesterday, and it was probably one of the cheapest and best things I've ever made. And it's chicken and potatoes. I mean, so...
What does that have to do with queso?
Hold on. We'll get there. So you air fry potatoes, right? So they're the little country potatoes, little crispy little boys, nice and tasty. And then you pan fry chicken into little cubelets. And you season however the fuck you want. You can season it Mexican. You don't have to season Mexican. Season however the fuck you want. Throw it all in the bowl, like in the pot, and like flip it, right? So it's all coated together. And then just drizzle specifically white queso. So like really milky queso. Drizzle it all over it. Fry it up for like a couple minutes in it like that. And then sprinkle cheese on top. When I say that was some of the best shit I've ever had. Granted, I did make my own queso, right? Because I know how to do that. It's very easy. But I made my own queso, so it makes a cheese sauce that just coats. It's like mac and cheese if mac and cheese was actually good and there wasn't any noodles. And you could totally put noodles in there now that I'm thinking about it out loud. Oh, that would have been so fucking good with macaroni noodles. But the
potatoes?
It was.
No,
It was.
and potatoes do not go together.
It was fucking delicious, bro. And it was $12. $12 fed 4 people.
Yeah.
You could use store-bought queso, obviously. You know, like that's not a problem. But knowing how much you love cheese and potatoes, I figured this is actually something that you would. And then of course I made pico de gallo on the side.
The weirdest thing for my kids is how much they don't eat potatoes.
That is weird. My nephews can't get
so
enough.
Bothers me so much. I hate it. The
Like-
only thing they'll eat is French fries.
Really?
Yeah. No mashed potatoes. Like hardly even fried potatoes.
That's what
Yeah.
French fries are.
Like we had taverns tonight, or barbecues for supper tonight,
Mm-hmm.
and my wife made fried potatoes, and she chops them up and then just cooks them, just pan fries them in with a little bit of oil, and
Yeah.
she likes that better than the air fryer, which I think the air fryer is just a little healthier, but
You still want oil with your vegetables to help your body absorb the nutrients.
Well, potatoes are not. Potatoes are a starch.
That's true, but they could have been vegetables somewhere else.
I consider them vegetables.
They're technically vegetables don't exist.
Technically, yeah.
But if you ever are bored and want to try something new,
tasty.
it was fucking. I read an article about it, and it was super fucking easy. It took me not very long at all to make. Just giving you ideas. I'm out here cooking like a fiend. And then the night before, I made a hamburger helper.
Do you actually make hamburger helper, or do you just do like homemade hamburger helper?
I make hamburger
It's
helper.
like-
I just buy the box.
It's super easy to make it yourself.
Well, I like the lasagna one.
Okay, I'm just saying it's super easy to make it yourself.
I mean, I'm sure.
You can like whatever you want.
I like
Do
the
whatever you want.
I like the flavor. The flavor of it. Also, yeah, I don't know. I keep trying to find new recipes for everybody, thinking that they want new recipes. These motherfuckers want the same 4 things every time I cook. Like they don't give a shit as long as they don't have to cook it.
Pretty much.
And I make it in one pot. I only ever have one thing to clean from the kitchen.
I tell my wife that all the time. She's like, "What do you want for supper?" I'm like, "I don't care as long as I don't have to cook it.
Yeah,
I will eat whatever you make."
I like cooking though. Like I enjoy it.
And I'm way too nice. Where like even if she made something that was terrible, she'll be like, "How is it? Good?" And I'll eat it.
Delicious. That's what
The only way that
Tabasco
chicken-
sauce exists for.
The only way that she can tell whether I actually like something or not is she asks me, "Would you have me make it again?"
Means no, probably not.
Now let's put this one back in the recipe book for a few years down the road.
Have you tried that viral cabbage stew?
No, I don't like cabbage that much.
You like cooked cabbage?
No, I don't.
But you're white.
I like egg rolls.
Okay, so that kind of cabbage though, like it would be like that, like a stir-fried cabbage. It's like a weight loss stew that they made way back in like the '60s, and I made a pot, and it was delicious, and I
shit. I kid you not, for like 30 to 45 minutes straight. Like it just, I think I saw cranberry sauce from 3 Thanksgivings ago. There was corn in my poop, and I haven't eaten corn in years.
Yeah?
Oh, but it's good. And it's tasty, right? Like it's filling because of all the cabbage and all the fiber. But man, it'll make you lose like 5 pounds in a few days.
Fiber is supposed to be like really good for you, just for the like you're supposed to eat fiber before you eat like sugary stuff because it helps so your insulin levels don't rise.
Everything's cyclical. Fat's good again. Remember the early 2000s when fat was bad?
Oh yeah. Well, there's been times where eggs were bad.
Exactly. Everything just goes in a circle. Just eat what you think. Eat what makes you feel good, not what tastes good. What makes you feel good. Because like everyone's like salads, high fiber, great, right? You should do that. High fiber is great. If I eat high fiber, I won't get off the toilet because of my digestive system. Mm-hmm. Raw fish is what's really good for me, and grains. I'm like a fucking cat. I don't know why. It is what it is. But that's what I've learned. Pokeballs, minimal low sodium soy sauce, I could lose 20 pounds if I just ate that every day.
Why don't you?
Because it's expensive.
So?
Sushi grade salmon and tuna is expensive.
You got plenty of money.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Ooh, are we going to share Steam accounts?
Oh, I saw that.
Up to 5.
Sure. Well, but then you can't play with each other if you own
I know.
the same game.
I know,
So,
but it's for single player games.
Yeah. Do you play single player games? Because I don't.
Yeah, I do now because of work, and I don't have like good Wi-Fi. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't play single player games.
Okay, well, probably not.
I just don't have a desire. Like, the reason I like playing video games now is for the social aspect.
Which the group has been blossoming.
A little bit.
I'm pretty happy with the influx we've been getting. We've got Teddy now. Junior and Haley are playing, and it's coming up.
Yeah.
It's coming up where people are playing without me, and that makes me happy. Not to sound like a conceited asshole, but that habitually didn't happen as much.
Most of the people in the group were people that you knew.
They still are.
Yeah. But now
they still are.
But yeah, so
it's just really cool to see. Like my brother and Joe played with Kay and Bubbles. That was a combo I didn't think would ever happen. I don't know if they completed a mission, to be honest with you, but you know,
that's the least likely. That's the least likely pair to get lunch.
Yeah, right at the table, you could not see them motherfuckers sitting together. But it was really cool, and everyone's really cool with each other because we're all adults. There's no drama.
I can't believe I haven't told you about this yet. I thought of it because of Kay. So, you want to hear one of the funniest things that happened this weekend?
Yes.
So, wrestling is a very intense sport. There's a lot of dads that are very intense. I am probably one of them. Like, there was a couple of matches I was down on the mat yelling, and I'm excited.
You should be. The kids feed off of it, and it gives them adrenaline. And
yeah, and some, there's a good way to do it. There's a bad way to do it, just like with everything. And there was, obviously, they have boys divisions, girls divisions, things like that. And we stayed and watched a lot of wrestling. And there was this girl wrestling, and she had to have been probably 12 to 14.
Mm-hmm.
And we're watching her wrestle, and she's got this dad, and he's kind of a stocky guy. He's got a shaved head. She was a redhead, nice curly red hair.
Mm-hmm. I could see why you thought of Kay.
Yeah, that's what made me think of it. And she's down wrestling, and her dad is on the sidelines, just fucking like louder than most, like very, very intense. And he was yelling. I don't even know what he was yelling at her. And all of a sudden, in the middle of it, she turns and just goes, "Shut the fuck up!" and everybody just stops. Oh, did that just happen? Like, I get it. I get why you did it, because I kind of wanted to do it too, but holy shit. It was awesome. I saw it happen, and I was just like, oh, that's fucking hilarious.
I wonder if she got in trouble.
Oh, I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
To get called out by your kid, man.
And it's hard, and it's hard to get her in trouble at that point, too, though.
Mm-hmm. Like, you're distracting me.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference. There's a level, there's an appropriate...
Oh, yeah.
I got yelled at when I was playing sports, by my parents.
Oh, of course.
It's there's a level of it's encouraging, and then there's a level of this sucks. This is the only thing I can think about now.
Mm-hmm. And especially at, if you've been doing a sport for a few years and, like, at that level, like, we're at state at this point, you should have a pretty good idea. Like, if they're, they're little, like, I would say under the age of 10, yeah, you can yell at them, and they probably need some coaching. They need some help on what to do. But you get over that age of 10, and they should probably be competent enough in a sport.
You don't have to instruct them
on everything. Like, you might have, like, hey, look for this. Hey, look for that.
Mm-hmm.
Look for that butcher. Hey, run your half. Showing them something that's open, or letting them know about something that's open,
mm-hmm.
but not calling out the moves, each one as they do it. They should be confident enough in their skills at that point to where it's just, yeah.
That relationship's about to develop.
Right?
But, I mean...
Good for her, though. Like,
yeah.
Calling it out. I
mean, she's in an aggressive male-dominated sport.
It's not a male-dominated sport anymore.
Really?
Girls wrestling and girls flag football are two of the fastest-growing sports for girls right now.
That's pretty cool.
They are taking it over.
Not a surprise.
It's good for them. I
Literally,
have zero issue.
I'll take anything over the WNBA. Quite literally, anything.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Girls basketball should go away. It should be replaced with girls volleyball.
Oh,
and
yes.
I absolutely think there is nothing wrong. I think wrestling, I would rather see wrestling than gymnastics, to be honest with you.
I don't know. Something about the gymnastics when they do the cool stuff and they stick it, and
I think it's cool, don't get me wrong. But it's gotten too far. Like, the amount of people that have the time and money and effort to be able to do that is so few and far between. Do you know how many years of practice and training it takes to be able to do the really, really cool far end stuff?
Decades.
Most people just don't even have the money to do it.
Mm-hmm. What I think needs to chill the fuck out is cheerleading. Have you seen like the injuries and stuff from that?